Hello everyone, Marcia Melendez, your friendly Brooklyn Realtor, coming to you today from East Flatbush. Yay! If I'm a little bit excited, it's because we're standing in my backyard and I get to show you today one of the best kept secrets of Brooklyn, East Flatbush. East Flatbush was developed in the early 1900s and grew rapidly after 1912 when the IRT subway was extended from Nostrand Avenue downtown all the way to what we now know as the Junction. Please remember to subscribe to my channel so I can continue to bring you more interesting and valuable videos such as this one, and do your good deed for the day and give me a thumbs up. My introduction to New York City and Brooklyn was via East Flatbush. As a lot of immigrants, my mother purchased a 4-family brick house here back in the late 1960s, and that home at one time or another housed all of the family members which she helped to emigrate to the United States. I attended Brooklyn College close by and lived in that house until Angel and I bought our first property in Ditmars Park. East Flatbush is home to the oldest house in Brooklyn. Constructed by the Dutch settler family of Peter Wyckoff in 1652, Wyckoff House, you can see the outside of it right here, is not just the oldest house in the city, but the oldest building as well. Formerly a farmhouse, descendants of the Wyckoff family pulled their funds together to purchase their family home in 1937. From there, they created the Wyckoff Museum, showcasing original items and artifacts from the structure's days as a farmhouse. East Flatbush is also home of Jackie Robinson, who lived here for a few years. While he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, he lived at 5224 Tilden Avenue. The famed baseball player and civil rights activist broke the color barrier when he became the first black player to play Major League Baseball in America in 1947. Here you see Nostrand Avenue. We're approaching the area known as Little Caribbean. We're in the area right here in Little Caribbean, and we're approaching an avenue, Nostrand and Church, which was renamed Bob Marley Boulevard in honor of all the Caribbean residents that call East Flatbush their home. East Flatbush is also known as the birthplace of rapper Busta Rhymes and was affectionately considered to be the ungentrified example of real Brooklyn. Unfortunately, increasingly, developers are purchasing some of the area's Victorian homes and other groups of houses to construct large multifamily apartment buildings and condominiums throughout the area, putting a strain on local services, especially parking spaces, and upsetting the relatively tranquil lifestyle that originally attracted the new homeowners to the area. Here you see I'm taking an early morning walk in East Flatbush. I really love the mornings and I love to walk in the neighborhood. I usually go to the park, but I love to just walk up and down the streets and enjoy the gardens. People here take a lot of pride in their yards and the homes. We have an annual contest every year. The Brooklyn Botanic Gardens sponsors the greenest block in Brooklyn, and the homeowners in East Flatbush are frequent winners of this competition. Here you see one of the big Victorians next to another Victorian that was recently demolished to make way for a large condominium building. But I like the neighborhood just as it is. I have nothing against condos, but we say keep the condos and apartment buildings out of East Flatbush. You see here we have a lot of Victorians, and the area is really very interesting because there's a lot of different style homes. As in the rest of Brooklyn, East Flatbush has a variety of housing stock. Most of the 1- and 2-family detached and semi-detached houses that still stand in East Flatbush were built during the 1920s to the 1950s. These homes are a mixture of wooden frame houses and brick colonial 1 or 2 families. There are also a few 4-family buildings which are very popular for local real estate investors who can find a home to purchase and live in while still receiving substantial rental income at the same time. Here I am taking my morning walk in. Here we are in Paddock Park, a neighborhood jewel that I come to a couple of times a week. Even though I like walking in the streets so I can check out the houses in the neighborhood, I do love this little park because it has a little bit of everything for everyone. There's basketball court, green area, playing ball, the little kiddies park over there, and some of my favorite shrubs and trees.
Speed and pass.
This is Glenwood Road. You see the wonderful homes that we have on this block and the different styles from Victorians. Formerly known as Rugby, East Flatbush was developed after a lot of small neighborhoods came together. So we have Remsen Village, Rugby, Wingate, Farragut, and Flatlands. Those were all smaller neighborhoods, and they were formed in the 1960s into one neighborhood named East Flatbush. Here you get to see some of the properties that we have for sale in the area. Prices are pretty moderate. The average home price in East Flatbush is $974,000. You have one families that start at 600, 200, one families that are usually around 600 and up, and the 2-family homes start at about 850 and up. So you get a nice house to live in and also some income at the same time. One advantage of buying a home in East Flatbush is the affordable prices. Families can purchase apartments, duplexes, and even a multifamily home to fit in their budget. Utica and Church Avenues have remained the major commercial centers in the area where you can find just about anything you are looking for. East Flatbush's unique vibe is influenced by its many Caribbean residents, stores, and restaurants. Many shops and restaurants have an island feel, but don't think Caribbean is the only prominent style. It is a diverse shopping district which houses a variety of shops and restaurants. There is something here to fit every mood. There are a lot of recreational activities in East Flatbush, which boasts some of the best food out of the Caribbean islands. A very popular local hangout is Footprints, home of the Rasta Pasta. Besides the numerous cafes, clubs, and eateries, all of Brooklyn's major cultural and entertainment institutions, among them the Brooklyn Museum, Botanic Gardens, and the recently renovated Lowe's King's Theater, and need I mention Barclays Stadium? Very close. They're just a short drive or bike ride away. Welcome to East Flatbush.